So you feel it? I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Seattle Seahawks.
Ready, break.
55. Check 55. Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 26. Check it. Check it.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line.
And the Titans first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Looney. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Green 80!
55! Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Say,
guys, listen. Check. Go, 14. Go. 40.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
280!
55! Hey, eat.
Check.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Tempo.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Gun.
You better bring. I'm letting you know.
Move 15.
Kill.
19. One left. 40.
Check nickel.
Throwing is Wilson. The killer here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tight. 3-15.
5. Come on.
Go, guys. 4 down.
155.
One left.
Ain't no such thing as
One left. Gun.
55. Check 55. Mike. I'm scared. Delta. 55.
Right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Got it.
Hey, watch your leg. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jarrell Casey with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Ready? 260 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7. Like 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. All day. 2.
From the gun on third down. Looney. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
60 out long.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam.
Throwing after the interception. Looney. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey.
Mike 2.
Hey, exit. 2.
Back to the air on second down. Looney going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
One left.
You're not ready. Check 3.
He's coming. Got it. Check.
Switch. Go ahead, go.
Go.
Let blow.
Hey.
Truck.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
All go special.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Check 50.
Get in the weight room. Back.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Mike 54. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Okay. You can't block me. 48 to Mike.
Hey.
Pick it up, D. You go tight.
Zebra.
You got tight right there.
Touch 50.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shit. Watch the shit.
Hey, 0. Good touch.
From the 22, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
There.
Spawn.
Alert.
No. Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up.
25.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now that was something, and it wasn't good. In one play, you've gone from being in the red zone to maybe out of field goal range. Totally inexcusable.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Set. 15-1. Smooth. Now.
To throw on 2nd down. Looney. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Watch the twitch. Keep playing hard.
And we remind remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw again on second down. Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Glover. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
36 power.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go, baby, turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Run left.
Go.
No task.
Check the
Hey,
back.
alert.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready,
The
set.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Haywood. Hard.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll buy some time right. On the run, and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll run it now out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they try the right side here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Cut. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
4 down. 14, run it.
Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson flushed out right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Looney rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he's got room. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Looney. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Looney, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Watch it.
Go, guys. 4 down. 1 left. Hey, alert.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Danny.
Right.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Blue 15.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Sack, baby.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I got one. Check three. Let's go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Leo.
Check.
Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's our time.
Fair.
From the gun, Looney. Open man is Gordon, complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the ready.
Check right 54.
Rock it. Hey!
Under 10.
Let go.
Off the play fake. Looney eluding the pressure right. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 15.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Looney. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
What? 380! Alert!
You mine! Mike 55, Mike 55.
Alert!
Watch the screen!
One left!
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson.
Check 52.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Alert! Good job right there.
Watch out. Henry. Watch out. Say
Got it.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. He finds Taylor, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Looney. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
You got him. You got him. You got him.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now here's Pollard. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
36.
12.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an Allen run! And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Let's get it.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He's coming. We got double up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, keep it.
14.
Hey, look 48. Look, hey, we don't mic the 48 right now.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 5.
Came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it. I gotta beat it. You hate 'cause There's ice on the wrist. My bitch, she wanna be famous. They act like they made us. You know I'm icy in Vegas. This for the that haters. I make a lot of new money. When it's not saving shit. You like in my flavor. I think it's cause ice on the wrist. On the wrist. On the wrist. Watch out, cuz. I never switch. I never switch. I never switch. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist. Ice on the wrist.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I had it. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. X slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip, crip.